Hello everyone, my name is Hector. This is Everything Horror, where we like to talk about everything horror. Today, I want to talk about the haunt season. It's almost here. We're in the middle of September. I know I can't believe it. We are in the middle of September. It's pretty crazy. Time is flying by, but I'm so happy that we're at the time of year where haunted houses come out, the Halloween season starts. You feel obligated to watch horror movies and do creepy stuff. So, very excited. Now, today I want to talk about some of the haunted houses that are going to be out here in Arizona. That's the state that I live in, and I want to talk about some that are coming out this year, what each haunt entails, and what prices those tickets will be. And then I'll give you some recommendations from years past, the ones that I really liked. So let's go ahead and get into it. So to start off, we're going to talk about Fear Farm. Now, Fear Farm is a haunted house owned by, they're called the 13th Floor Entertainment Group. They bought out a lot of haunted houses out in America, and I think ones that they bought out were like House of Torment in Texas, the Terror in the Fox, a lot of well-known haunted houses they actually purchased. One of the ones is out here called Fear Farm. Now, Fear Farm has been around for a lot of years. I think over 20 years. And I've gone to Fear Farm pretty much every year. I always like what they do. They have that fall feeling. It gets you super hyped whenever you walk in. You see the fog, you see the hay, you feel like you're on a farm, and you feel like you're like at some kind of harvest festival. That's the feeling whenever you enter. The feeling whenever you enter Fear Farm is second to none. I haven't been to any other haunted houses that give me that same feeling. Anyways, Fear Farm this year is going to have 5 haunted houses. Those haunted houses are the Bunker, Slaughterhouse, Pumpkin Witch, Fallout, and the Plague. And they're also going to have a haunted corn maze, which is really awesome. They didn't have it last year. Last year they had the haunted hayride. It looks like they're taking that out and they're just going to have the corn maze. Now, in years past, the corn maze was just a regular corn maze. You're walking through it, trying to find your way out. But this year, it looks like they're probably going to incorporate scare actors into the corn maze. So that's actually really awesome. In years past, I've never been able to go into the corn maze because we usually got there pretty late. And by the time we went through all the houses, they closed the corn maze. So this year, I'll be going early, checking out the corn maze. Definitely let you guys know what that's like. And I'm going to be doing reviews for all these haunted houses that I talk about here. The theme of each house is the Bunker. That's going to be your alien theme. Slaughterhouse is going to be your traditional, slaughterhouse, hillbilly, chainsaw kind of stuff. Pumpkin Witch is going to be like a witch themed. I don't know if they're going to change the facade for this house. They're probably going to keep the same, but it has like a missionary look. The haunt used to be La Llorona, but they changed it over the years. So I really do hope that they change the facade because it doesn't really match, what they're going for with, like a Pumpkin Witch. Fallout is the new house that came last year. That house I actually really enjoyed. It was pretty different. It was like an apocalyptic type of house. People, crazy people. If you've ever seen Doomsday, that's pretty much what it's like. Doomsday, Mad Max, the new Mad Max. Just think of that. That's pretty much what it's like. Now, the Plague, that's the new house for this year. The Plague, pretty much from what I gather, well, the little story that they have is about some old doctor was suspected of murdering children with the medications that he was giving, and then they tortured him, but like made him like a scarecrow, and then now he's back to haunt the scare grounds. Now the price points, we have general admission. That's going to be anywhere from $24.99 to $32.99 depending on the night. And then if you want a fast pass, that's going to be anywhere from $34.99 to $42.99. And then if you wanted to do skip the line, which I guess gets you right into the door, that's going to be anywhere from $44.99 to $52.99. So yeah, I think Fear Farm gives you a lot of bang for your buck. You get 5 houses, you get the corn maze. I think you can do everything with the regular general admission. That's all I've ever gone every year I've gone there. If you don't like waiting in lines, I suggest getting the fast pass, and it'll be a lot faster. Definitely, I've never seen anything more than like a 5-minute wait during a fast pass. But it does get crowded, so just remember. And then the actual Fear Farm, I suggest wearing tennis shoes or just shoes that you don't really care about, because they will get dirty. Dress accordingly. Wear something that you don't really care about, because you will get pretty dirty. There's dust everywhere. Some of the haunted houses have little obstacles to go through, so just dress accordingly. And yeah, you guys, I definitely recommend Fear Farm. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully this year it's really good. I'll be going there, and we'll see how it is. Next up, we're going to talk about the 13th floor. Like I mentioned before, this is also owned by 13th Floor Entertainment Group. So 13th Floor is set up with 2 haunted houses. This year it's going to be Rise of the Dead and Creature Feature. Those are going to be the 2 haunts this year. The way 13th Floor is set up, it's this large abandoned, I think it was a supermarket or something, and in that building they do like half of the building, the main house, which is Rise of the Dead this year, and then the next half is Creature Feature. Now from what I see, Rise of the Dead is going to be pretty much like the same as years past. It's going to be that it's just going to be your traditional, undead, zombie type of house. And then after that, Creature Feature, it looks like they're going for almost like Universal monsters, the old traditional monsters. They're gonna have, it looks like they're gonna have like the Mummy, Frankenstein, vampires, werewolves. So I'm very excited for that. I've been wanting them to do this type of theme for like a very long time. 13th Floor, they are very good in their production. Everything looks amazing. The settings are awesome. I just wish they would change it up a little bit each year. That's my only gripes with 13th Floor. Other than that, they are top notch. Hopefully it's really good this year, and I see enough changes to give them a good review, but we'll find out. But yeah. Now their price points are anywhere from $24.99 to $32.99. And then if you want Fast Pass, add $10 to that. And then if you want Skip the Line, add $20 to that. So it's pretty much like the same price points as Fear Farm. And then, like I said before, Fear Farm to me is a better one. You get a lot more bang for your buck. But they're both really good. Now the next one I'm going to talk about is Sanctum of Horror. Sanctum of Horror is one of my favorite haunts out here in Arizona. They're in a parking lot of a mall, but it doesn't stop them from making an awesome haunt. They pay a lot of attention to detail. They have awesome production. It is a smaller haunt, so they don't have as much of a production of like, the 13th Floor or Fear Farm. But I think they're on par or even better in their scare factor. It's very intimate. The rooms are really well put together. They are very good with their scare factor. It is 2 haunts. They have the namesake Sanctum of Horror, and then they have the Breach. The Breach is the newer one. It came out like a couple of years ago, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, and that one is like an alien theme. And the regular Sanctum of Horror is based on a character that they made named Lenore, that you're pretty much going into her mind of all these horrible things that she thinks of, and going into each room. They're all pretty themed together. And then what I really like about them is they change up their rooms from year to year. They change their endings as well. Although the Breach, I think that one, they made some changes too. I remember when it first started, they had a lot of gray walls. That was one of my gripes. But you know, it was the first year it came out, so it was very understandable that, you know, they wouldn't have as much detail in that one as of yet. But each year they get better and better and better, and that's all you can ask for in a haunt. So I'm very excited to see what they have this year. Sanctum of Horror is one of the more budget-friendly haunts. Their tickets are generally $22, and then if you want like a fast pass, it's $35. But they also have a Groupon, so you should definitely check them out on Groupon. I think it's like really heavily discounted. I think it's like 15 bucks or something. So, and that's for both houses. If I were you, I would definitely hop on that. Next, we have Scarizona Scaregrounds. Now, Scarizona Scaregrounds, I have actually never been in Scarizona Scaregrounds, but I have actually been in there when it was named Arizona Scream Park. Now, for this year, Scarizona Scaregrounds, they're going to have 3 haunted houses. It's going to be Slayer Slaughterhouse, Epic Fear, and Startled Darkness. I don't really know what to go off from them since I've never been. I might check them out this year just to see what it's like. They also have Zombie Paintball. Now, they actually have the highest price point. They're at $31.99 for all 3 houses. And then if you want the paintball, that'll be $37.95. It may be worth it. We'll find out. But yeah, it looks like that's pretty much it for this season. I know the Crypt isn't going to be here this year. I was really hoping to see what they had in store this year. But yeah, it looks like they're not going to be here this year, which is unfortunate. Hopefully next year they're back and you can definitely check them out. But yeah, those are the big ones this year. I'll keep an eye out for other ones that I come across. If I do come across them, you'll see a review for them if I ever do go into the houses. Definitely look out for my reviews for each of these houses. It's going to be later on in the season. And then of course I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. It is almost here. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. My name is Hector. This is Everything Horror. Have a great rest of your day, peeps. Take care.